is a presentation of Fox Sports.
Like Lambeau Field and Fenway Park, Darlington Raceway is a shrine to the sport. It began here in the 1950s, 75 cars battling for more than 6 hours. Today, the tradition continues. You don't just watch a race at Darlington, you experience it. The experience begins now on the one and only NASCAR on Fox.
You know what?
On this St. Patrick's Day, we offer this Irish prayer. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Who will have the luck of the Irish today on Fox? Happy St. Patrick's Day. NASCAR Winston Cup Racing is next on Fox. Welcome to the Singular Pre-Race Show, brought to you by Singular, the wireless company that supports self-expression nationwide.
And the best drivers in the world are here and moments away from the ultimate test on a track that's been labeled too tough to tame. We're getting closer to the start of the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400 from Darlington, South Carolina. Our location trackside as the Hollywood Hotel is once again open for business. Hi, I'm Chris Myers, and a happy St. Patrick's Day to all as we welcome you to the Singular Pre-Race Show. It rained a little this morning, but under threatening skies, ready to race, and it looks to be clear. Darlington, a special place because along with the history and tradition, you get to see the drivers race the track more than the competition. As for the competition today, we'll see if Tony Stewart can win his second in a row, and we'll find out if Steve Park can successfully return to the track that knocked him out of action for 6 months, and can NASCAR's poster boy, Jeff Gordon, snap out of his driving slump. Gordon has gone 12 consecutive races without a top 5 finish. Now let's go trackside to our Steve Byrne. Steve?
Chris, this may be the place where Jeff Gordon breaks that streak because he's won 5 races here. Friday, he just missed his 4th career pole here by 3/1000ths of a second. He's led nearly 1,000 laps. On an unfortunate personal note, on Friday, his wife Brooke filed for divorce after 7 years of marriage. To Matt Yoakum.
Steve, for the second time in his Winston Cup career, Steve Park returns after a 16-race layoff. Back at Darlington, Steve, you finished second here last year. Can you describe the emotions and how excited you are to be back?
I'm just excited. I mean, Pennzoil's really given me the opportunity to come back on my own terms, and I think it paid off in qualifying.
What's your biggest concern today?
Just getting on this podium for driver introduction, but mainly my big concern is just getting through the whole race. I mean, when they throw the checker flag, I want to feel as good as I do now.
On Friday, after the completion of his first lap of practice, flagman Jimmy Howe actually dropped the checker flag to welcome him back, and he's hoping today that Park is hoping that he's the first guy to see that checkered flag today. Get up on the driver intros, buddy. And now to Speedway Illustrated's Dick Berggren. Dick?
Thanks, Matty. Ricky Craven is having one of the best times of his entire professional career. In 4 races so far this year, he's got a pair of 5th-place finishes, and today he will start on the pole for the 2nd time in this young season. But this is a tough, old racetrack. How do you tame Darlington?
It's a tough old place. It's a little mean. You got to get mean right back. But, you know, it's such a fine line between being aggressive and going across the line and having to load the car with a hook. Team's doing a great job. You know, anytime you get these kind of results, it's the product of a great effort, and I'm just proud to drive the Tide forward.
All right, good luck to you. Hey, they're calling you on the stage for driver intros. You can't miss that, or he'd start all the way in the back. To Chris.
All right, thank you very much, Dick. Our guys, too tough to tame. You know him, Darrell Waltrip, Jeff Hammond in the Hollywood Hotel, and a happy St. Patty's Day. Hey, yep. DW, how about it? You've had success on this track. Is Steve Park, is this the wrong kind of track for him to make a comeback on?
Well, think about it. He had a great run here last year in this particular race, finished second to Dale Jarrett. I thought he was going to win. He led the most laps. So that's, in his mind, he thinks this is a great place to come back. Then that's the pro. Think about the con. If he doesn't do well here, blame it on the track. Blame it on the
Lady in Black.
Always have an excuse. Hey, there's always a buzzword around the garage. What's the buzzword here today?
Today, Chris, it's got to be adapt and improvise. This racetrack's ever changing, so you got to be on top of your game if you want to beat the Lady in Black.
All right, and as we said, just in case any of the MTV Generation drivers feel that racing at Darlington is a breeze, we drafted someone to take them through boot camp and explain that sooner or later you have to earn your stripes here. Bill Murray in the movie Stripes has nothing on RDW.
Ten Hut, stand up straight. Turn that hat around. Don't smile at me like that. I'll slap that smile off your face. You young guns think you know your way around a racetrack? Well, let me tell you something, boys. I got some bad news for you. For the next 3 hours, your hiney belongs to the Lady in Black. Now, this is racing boot camp. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. This place is tough on your combat boots. She'll chew up your tires and spit them out. Now get down and give me 50. You'll be lucky to get 50 laps out of a set of Eagles here. Don't eyeball me, son. You gotta earn your Darlington stripe. This wall can be your ally. You misuse it, becomes your enemy.
This is the no zone at Darlington, right there. That's what that wall does to you.
Now listen up. Here's my battle plan. You want to drive in here low and let her skate up the hill. Miss your mark, the battle's over.
And it just throws you up against the wall.
Got some bad news for you, boys. Privates don't do so well here. You need spirits. Veterans like General Petty and Earnhardt and Colonels Yarborough and Pearson, code name the Silver Fox. And lately, that young Lieutenant Gordon, he's had success here. And let me tell you, I've earned my stripes here. Five successful campaigns on this battlefield. So listen up. At Darlington, you don't race each other. You race the track. And that's a fact, Jack.
All right, well, you look like Corporal Klinger a little bit in that outfit. I kid, but you certainly had. Are we at ease or dismissed?
Yeah, at ease, boys, at ease.
Straighten us out here.
Now, fall in line behind me.
Now, if I was in your troop, I'd be going AWOL. But at this track, we've heard of guys hitting the wall. But what about the history of going over the wall?
Well, I tell you, in 1965, I was sitting in my living room in Owensboro, Kentucky, watching this race, and all of a sudden, one of my heroes, Cale Yarborough, went down in the first turn, and the next thing I know, he was in my living room.
Was he all right? He was okay.
Oh, he was okay. He went over the wall. You know what they did to fix that problem? They just made the walls taller.
So I'm gathering by his military example here that you have to be disciplined, but have patience at this track.
You've got to have, Chris. If you don't, this place will eat you up, and Darrell can attest to that. We've been here many, many times. You do not beat this place. You just try to get along with her.
All right, let's call in Larry McReynolds, former crew chief from the broadcast booth. What were your marching orders, Larry, for your drivers when they came here?
I don't know if I want to go to that boot camp, but you can never relax. If you're out there even leading the race and everything feels good, if you just try to relax for a second, that wall will reach out and just grab you.
All right, we'll get your prediction on the race as all of our experts will give their thoughts. One of four drivers for the first time in this race at Darlington is Ryan Newman, one of NASCAR's brightest young stars. He's driven like a veteran this year. 24-year-old Ryan Newman currently second in points, but he earned his stripes here at Darlington. Saturday's happy hour. This is the last few minutes. Unhappy for Newman, his Penske Ford, as he met the Lady in Black up close and personal, and she left her mark. So as a result, he moves from starting third all the way to the back of the field. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
And Chris, the fast 24-year-old, you've been fast every time you've come here in the Busch car and Winston Cup car. Now you've got to be fast at the back. Mentally, how challenging is it now to start at the back?
Well, it's going to be tough. I mean, start of a race, the guys that are up front are going to want to take off, but they're going to want to be easy on their tires. And when you're in the back, you're going to be easy on your tires because you've got guys in front of you that hopefully you're faster than, and you want to get by them, so you got to use up your tires a little bit. And it's mentally challenging as much as it is physically challenging here, just trying to keep the race car off the wall. But it's just a really fun racetrack. It's a driver's racetrack, and that's what I like about it.
Do you have a mental restriction plate for today?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just you think about when you need to go fast and when you need to go slow, and more often than not, you go slow, you go faster, and you just got to keep that on your mind, and hopefully that'll keep that Alltel Ford up front.
He's looking for his first career win, Steve Burns, and he enters Darlington second in points.
Well, Matt, one guy who's always fast here at Darlington is Jeff Burton. He's got 2 wins. That's impressive, but perhaps more impressive is the fact that in 8 of the last 10 races, Jeff Burton has finished in the top 5. Today, he starts 14th. Chris Myers.
Jeff Burton trying to accomplish the double, winning the Busch race and the Winston Cup race. Mark Martin, the last one to do that in 1993. Time now for our singular You Make the Call. Look at the standings. Look at Jeff Hammond smiling because he's ahead of the pack, pulling away from Larry Mack and DW in
Disgusting.
our point standing so far. So let's go to this week. And Larry, we'll start with you. Who do you like and why?
Well, I'm not only going with the man that won the Busch race yesterday, he led every lap. Mr. Darlington, 99, Jeff Burton.
All right, DW, how about you?
2-4. 2-4.
24.
Up on the front row, he's the man.
Do you think he'll snap out of it?
I think he's going to snap out of it today.
All right.
No, I'm telling you right now, he may be starting in the back, but he's
is.
leading ahead of the points right now.
starting in the
Sterling
back.
Marlin is going to come through and keep me up on top of the group.
He'll never make it.
He'll make it.
All right, you guys. This is a tough army here.
It's going to be a war yet. I'm telling you.
Darlington's in trouble if we're defending. By the way, end of the season, Singular will donate $25,000 to the charity of choice for the winner of our contest. And DW, we're gonna dismiss a dishonorable discharge. You have to go up to the broadcast booth, sir, and straighten those guys out up there, okay? Mike Joy and Larry Mack.
Carry on, man.
Okay,
Carry on.
Make sure Smitty in your cart doesn't beat the stripe. All right,
Buckle your
hit that wall. All right, hang on. Have fun in the broadcast. We'll continue here at the Hollywood Hotel with Jeff Hammond and myself as Jeff Gordon greeting the crowd and hoping to bounce out of it. He's DW's pick. We'll be back at Darlington in a moment.
Welcome back to the Singular Pre-Race Show.
Live in Darlington, South Carolina, thousands and thousands of people coming from all over the Southeast to catch a little bit of history. Wonder if that youngster is going to go for 2 tires or 4 tires when he has his pit stop. Welcome back to the Hollywood Hotel and the Singular Pre-Race Show. The Winston Cup Drivers' Championship points race heading into today the 5th of 36 races. And let's check the standings as Sterling Marlin, leading a mixture of young drivers and savvy veterans. He's the only driver to finish in the top 10 in all 4 races this year. However, the Sterling zone continues as he has to start at the back of the pack. And let's check in again, going trackside in our Steve Burns. Steve?
You know, Chris, Sterling Marlin has never won a Winston Cup championship, but he has been our points leader the last 3 races. As you said, the bad news is he has to start from the rear of the field because they had to change motors. We asked Sterling what went wrong. He said, I don't know, you know. She just sort of seized up on us. Good news is it's the same car we had at Vegas. Just have to wait and see. Mate?
Well, Steve, Dale Jarrett returns to the track most rich in NASCAR history in a place where he's won 3 of the last 5 spring events. Last year, he won this event and took over the points lead. He's hoping to jumpstart his season today. You know, he will have a great pit stall in the back here as we're coming to a stop, but they're hoping for a good run today, especially with the cloud cover, because they were hoping for clouds, and that's what they got today. Dick?
26-year-old El Cajon, California rookie Jimmie Johnson, car 48, has dazzled the veterans. Daytona 500, the pole. Las Vegas, finished 6th. Atlanta, finished 3rd. He starts 5th today. As fast as Johnson is, he knows this place is hard on youngsters. Chris Myers.
All right, thanks, Dick. Speaking of the Daytona 500, the winner there, Ward Burton, 2 of his 4 career wins here at Darlington last year. From the 37th spot in September, he captured the checkered flag here. And hope you've enjoyed the Singular Pre-Race Show. As we get closer to the start, which driver will have a winning expression at the end of the day? Stay here on Fox all day to find out.